Hi everyone, the topic of our group is Metaphysics, and the members of our group are 沈红叶、刘以军、高一鹏、赵永铎、杨希然、钱楼峰. First of all, you may have such a question. What is metaphysics? What does it include? Next, following the first steps of our group today perhaps you will have a different understanding. In fact, metaphysics is the foundation of philosophies. It can be divided in categories into theologies such as the religions around the world, metaphysics about the soul such as study the relationship between soul and life, cosmologies such as evolution in relationship to the universe, ontologies which is the study of the nature of existence. Metaphysics can be divided into philosophical and theological aspects. At a philosophical level, it can be divided into materialism and idealism. On the theological level, it can be divided into theism or southern agnosticism. Next, welcome my partners to introduce the details about materialism and idealism.
What are materialism and idealism, and what do they have to do with monism, dualism, and pluralism? Let me give you an overview. Materialism posits that the essence of the world lies in matter, with consciousness being appearance of a material process. It is often associated with monism, emphasizing matter as a sole reality. Idealism holds that consciousness is the fundamental reality, with matter as its expression. While idealism is often aligned with monism, there are nuances in classical philosophy. In dualism, both matter and spirits are acknowledged as independent reality, but materialism ranges matter first and idealism emphasizes consciousness. On the other hand, this manifests in materialism as acknowledgement of diverse material forms, and in idealism as its interplay of material idea consciousness of the debate shapes philosophical discussions.
Monism holds that in materialism and idealism, matter and spirit are two aspects of a unit, rather than complete opposites. In materialism, matter is the first and spirit is the second. Matter is regarded as the basic ingredient of the world, and all phenomena originate from the existence of matter. The opposite is true of idealism, but both can ultimately be reduced to the same essence. Materialism believes that consciousness exists to survive, that dreams and hallucinations are just side effects of the brain, that reality is an uncontrolled physical mechanism, and that science and physics are used to predict and explain the world. Materialism, on the other hand, holds that consciousness is the basis of the world, that dreams are less filtered experiences, that hallucinations reveal conflicts at the expansion level. The reality relies on controlled perception, and that sense is the means by which consciousness reaches understanding. This is a detailed introduction to materialism and idealism. My partner will cover theology and philosophy next.
In the field of philosophy, metaphysics focuses on the study of nature at its most abstract level. For example, it probes the substance of matter, shape, and the relationship between matter and shape. However, theology goes beyond the senses and studies phenomena through revelation and other means. As the top of the triangle is God, representing that all existed beyond nature, as the bottom left is nature, representing the material world and the natural laws. In the lower right corner is man, representing individual existence and cognition. Finally, let's talk about systems in metaphysics. Metaphysics can be used to understand the nature of the world through different systems, such as realism and idealism and so on. These systems are subdivided into theism, agnosticism, and atheism in terms of beliefs about God. And each belief can be further distinguished. Religion and belief are not always related. For example, some atheists may also have religious beliefs, while theists are not necessarily religious.
Theism we mentioned earlier, which is belief in God, is divided into polytheism and monotheism. Monotheism refers to the school of thought that believes there is only one God in the world. Tawhid in Islam expresses this point. Allah is the only creator and controller, and requires believers to obey completely in terms of behavior and will. It is centered on the concept of the unity or oneness of God. Let us take the Islam God Allah as an example to explain the influence of God on believers in philosophical thinking. God's relationship with man can influence how believers approach the world. Islam believes that God created the world and humans living in the world only play the role of servant and vicegerent in it. These two roles are indispensable. The vicegerent represents that the universe and other creations are entrusted to human for use, and God gives human trust to manage the world. On the other hand, the servant represents that people do not have absolute power, warning people not to waste resources. One of the important topics in metaphysics is free will and determinism. In Islam, qada and qadar, or divine destiny, mean that everything in the universe, including natural events, human actions, life, and death, is predetermined by God. This belief reflects a form of determinism, emphasizing that the future is unchangeable because it has already been set by past conditions or God's will. In contrast, we'll learn in Lesson 3 that Jean-Paul Sartre proposed existentialism, that is, through self-selection and responsibility for one's own decision, human gives meaning to life.
After listening to the explanation of our previous group members, everyone probably has a good understanding of metaphysics, including theology and philosophy derived from it. But everyone may have questions. What help can we get from learning these concepts of metaphysics in our lives? Do these supernatural phenomena really exist? So finally, let me introduce to you a method derived from an important topic in metaphysics, cosmology, the law of attraction. We'll know that there are two kinds of cosmology. One is currently scientifically explainable, including the Big Bang theory, black hole, etc. Metaphysical cosmology talks about the beginning of the universe, the cause of the birth of the universe, and the energy of the universe. The law of attraction is a science that cannot be verified, but it can indeed bring a lot of help to our lives. It advocates that our thoughts and beliefs affect reality and emphasizes the connection with the universe. Through positive thoughts and interaction with the universe will give us the life we want through its power. The law of attraction reflects the core concept of metaphysics to some extent. Our mind and the external reality, that means the matter, are not separated but they influence each other. Therefore, whether through scientific understanding of the universe or through deep reflection on our mind, we are exploring the meaning of the existence. The above is our group's full understanding of metaphysics. We look forward to further discussing this profound and interesting philosophical ideas with you. Thank you.